So I was just given an ultimatum by my dad, and I was like, I don't know what I should do with my anger right now, except for make a video about it and really get it off my chest. Because I went out with my friend Ryan last night. We went out to New York, uh, and I told my dad, I was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna be out. I'll be back." And he's like, "Okay, okay." Who are you going with? I was like, I'm going with Ryan. He was like, all right, cool. So we leave, and I wasn't feeling too well, but that has a little bit to do with the whole story, because when you don't feel well and everything starts going bad, you start to think that, hey, everything is going bad for a reason. Um, so we get to New York, and we're just relaxing. I left at my house around 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., and we are just relaxing. We're going from to a bar. We're waiting for my friend May. She never shows up. So then these girls show up, and they start talking to us. Well, one of them is talking to us. The other one is so belligerently drunk that she can't even get words out, bro. Like she's just so out of it. And there's a whole story behind that. I don't really remember it. Apparently, she went out with the bartender, and the bartender woke up in her bed. He said he blacked out and doesn't remember the night. He woke up in her bed, and now she kind of like followed him to his bar, and now kind of won't leave him alone. But she's just drunk, and she's just like not even there really. And so we the girl tries to talk to us. The one that's not drunk, one of her friends, she was trying to talk to us. She was just saying hi, and we're like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" And I choked up because she was like, Ryan was like, "My name is Ryan," and Marcus was like, "My name is Marcus," and I was just like, "Oh shit!" Like I didn't even say anything. And this is the second bar that we've been to, and I'm getting mocktails. So I'm not drinking. Ryan's drinking. And uh, the girl is talking to us. She's like, "Oh, we're going to a bar over across the street. Do you guys want to?" She was basically asking us if we wanted to come. And we were just like, nah, nah, we're okay. Ryan and Marcus just ordered food, and I was just sipping on my mocktail, not really saying anything to them, because like I knew that this wasn't going to go anywhere. Like I know that people go to bars to pick up girls and to find a good night, but I don't believe in that. Like I think that there's way more to it. Like I feel like there needs to be a contract that is signed between you two before you can even do anything, because that's how strict this world has become. Like you can do something, and just like that, in a snap your life can change. Like you're drinking and you can get a DUI. Like it's just not even fair. You're smoking weed and you can get schizophrenia, and then it could all go to hell. So I'm sitting here, when I think about girls, I'm just like, I want to be as quiet as possible. Like I don't even want to be seen. If she comes out towards me and she comes and grabs me into the light, then fine, sure, I'll dance in the light with her. But other than that, I don't want anything to do with them. So the night is going on, and we're just sitting at the bar. We're waiting for May, and the girl, the girl's friend, the one that was talking, the one that was a little bit better, that was better than her, the one that's not belligerent, she leaves, and the belligerent girl just stays, and she comes by us again, and she just sits down, and then she's like, Ryan's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Uh." Like not even words. I'm not even joking. Like she was gone, bro. And I'm sitting here thinking in my head, I'm like, we might get in trouble for this. But Ryan was even quoting that. He was like, bro, you never know what can happen, especially in a bar, especially if you're a black guy and it's a white girl, because she was white and we were all black. And that the thing that sucked was that was my forte. You know what I mean? Like white girls are who I love and that's who I want to be with. So like if a white girl shows me any attention, I'm just like I'm screwed. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be hooked. I'm hooked. Uh, so she's just sitting at the bar with us. And then I'm sitting there texting May. I'm like, May, where you at? Like, are you coming? Like, what's going on? And then she's like, no, I can't come. And I'm not sure if this happened, but this is what was going on in my head. I was texting her, and then I, she kind of, the girl that was next to me, the belligerent girl that was next to me, she got a water, right? She was drinking her water. She kept putting her cup near me for some reason. Like, I was like, I don't know why you're putting your cup near me, but okay. She puts the cup near me, and I'm texting May, and I think that she sees my phone as I'm texting May. And then she just knocks over her drink, just knocks that shit over and gets me wet. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But it's not like I was gonna go off on her or anything like that. Like, I'm a pretty chill guy. Like, even in situations like that, I kind of just walk away. And I'm pretty surprised with myself. Like, anybody else would have gotten mad. They'd be like, what's wrong with you? But we're all just looking at her like, yo, are you okay? We're all like, she's not fucking okay. And the bar guy got her a cab to go home. So we're like, all right, well, that was that. Um, so we go to another bar, and then by this time, it's like 2 a.m. at this point. And my dad gives me a call, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm out right now. I told you I'll be out. He's like, you better not be doing drugs. And I was like, no, I'm not doing drugs. Why would you think I'm doing drugs? But I picked up the phone and I was in the bar. And you know how in New York, the bars are like loud music, bro. Really loud music. And I should have went outside to talk to him, but I decided to answer the phone inside the bar like an asshole. I wasn't really thinking. I was like, whatever, I was just listening to what this dude has to say. Maybe there's something wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. When I saw the call come up, I wasn't thinking anything bad. I was like, what does he want? He probably just wants to see what I'm doing. But then he just started berating me, right? And I'm just sitting there like, bro, I'm not doing anything. What is wrong with you? Like, I'm going to come home soon. And so I get home. And by the time I get home, it's like 3 a.m. And I just go upstairs to my room and I go to sleep. All right, that's fine, right? So now I wake up and my mom's home. And I'm like, bro, did you not talk to dad last night? Like, why is he so pissed off? And she's like, he's just afraid that you're gonna fall back into the hole that you were in before. And that's just all it is. He's just afraid for you. And I was like, okay, um, it's been years. Are you gonna keep being afraid? And May said something about this. She was like, you need to give your parents the time to get used to you being back to normal. Because this is what you do when you're back to normal. You go out and you hang out with friends for a very long time. It's not like, because she wants me to go over to her place and stay for like 3 days. And I'm sitting there like, May, I cannot stay for 3 days. Like, that's impossible. Like, my parents won't go for that. She's like, if you talk to them, if you let them know, maybe. I'm like, maybe my mom would go for that. My sisters would go for that, but definitely not my dad. And she's like, no, if you give them time. And I'm like, bro, you just don't know. It's like she completely forgot how it is to deal with foreign parents. And she's foreign herself. So it's not like she doesn't know, but it's like she completely forgets. But I kind of get it. I kind of understand where it's like you have to ease them into it. You have to start going out. You have to start doing your own thing for them to be a little bit more comfortable with you doing it after you do it over and over again. But she's like, maybe it's mostly because of you. And I'm like, yeah, it's obviously because of me because I don't want to mess up again. And these people are like, they're constantly on your back. They're like, if you mess up, we'll do this. If you mess up, we'll do that. And if you mess up, you don't remember you went to the facility how many times and you've been messing up over and over again. Like I have me myself, I'm like, all right, already understand that I've messed up. But for everybody to be on my back about it makes it 10 times worse. So I just sit at home and I don't really do anything. Luckily, I started making videos to kind of ease the pressure off. And it kind of does help because my friends are watching it and they're like, yo, I watch every one of your videos. And I'm like, wow, that makes me feel a little better that like I talk about real stuff. It's not like fluff or anything like that. Um, it's not like these are real stories. It's not like you're getting those random stories from those people and they sound kind of fake. Like those girls that do OF, it's just like, oh, I do this and I'm gonna fly out to California to do a video and this and that. And it doesn't sound like it's feasible. It doesn't even sound like they're happy. And I want to get to that point where it's just like, I want to be flying out to California to literally just be there and like make a video or something like that and take you guys for a journey or something like that. Because I do feel like I can become famous, but I do have to explain that a lot. There's a lot that goes behind that whole fame thing. But anyway, I talked to my mom and she was like, yeah, he's just worried. And then I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. And then I go upstairs. I'm like chilling. I got home at 3 a.m. and I want to sleep for a little bit more. My dad comes home from church and he's like, what happened last night? And I was like, bro, I was out. I told you that I would be out. He's like, what time did you come back? I'm like, 3 a.m. You know this already though, you know? Like I know you know. Why are you asking me these questions? And then he hits me with the ultimatum. He's like, if you go back to the facility, you can't hang out with Ryan. And that shit just hit me. I was just like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, I don't get you. You you want everything to be perfect, but nothing is perfect. And you think that I'm gonna go out and start doing drugs and stuff like that. When I told you I don't have any interest in that. And I don't want to go back to the facility. But to put that ultimatum on me because it's like I generally don't even know if I will go back to the facility or not. It might be something, there might be a small problem that needs to be fixed. Like I have a big fear of going back to the facility. So it hits me different when people say that shit. And when people doubt me, I get really distraught. I'm just like, bro, it hurts because I'm trying my best here and you're just like, you're not doing enough. And I'm like, yo, I'm doing my best. You know what I mean? But I kind of get that over and over again, especially with like Belinda, for example. Like she controls my money. And recently I just asked her to raise up how much I was being given. And she's like, why do you need that much? And I was like, it's my money. You know, I shouldn't be having to explain that to you, but I have to be the cordial one. I have to be the one that dissipates everything. Like you become your own dissipator when you have a mental illness. Like you have to, every step that you take is questioned. And even you yourself, you're questioning every step that you take. And you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I hope now I'm doing this right. And you have this like little voice in your head that tells you what to do. And now you're questioning that voice every step of the way because it's led you down the wrong path before. And it's kind of like it's a mental thing. It's a real big mental thing. And for people to not have your back kind of messes with that mental. It's kind of like the ultimatum was really hit me because I was like, I don't even have much friends at this point. You know what I mean? Like, you act like I hang out with a bunch of friends, but I hang out with Ryan. The last time I hung out with him, I made a video on it. I'll just have to look back at the video, probably 2 weeks from before this, and that's the most concurrent. I don't know what word that is. That's the most. That's the most that I've hung out with him in a month's time span. So I don't hang out with people that much, but I'm starting to hang out with them more. And now my dad is getting scared. And I'm just like, bro, don't be getting scared. Like it's fine. But I do think that there's underlying reasons because like my friends smoke, but I don't smoke. My friends drink, but I don't drink. Like if we go to a bar, I get mocktails, they get drinks. So it's not like I'm doing drugs. I stay away from hard drugs as much as possible. Um, but they are their own people. It's not like I could be like, yo, bro, don't drink around me. Like I can't do that. But like that's how we hang out. Unfortunately, like we're not kids anymore. But maybe I could start bringing that back. You know what I mean?